I don't like.
I'm detecting heavy autism here. I am detecting heavy autism here. All the weird noises, all the it's like, okay. Not a good upbringing then, I take it. Not a great upbringing.
Listen.
This is brilliant. I could actually watch this all night.
Like, hey, there's a group chat. Because I have no friends in real life, and I'm sorry. But that's the only apology I will make.
That's how it seems. Is that they're upset that it didn't go the whole way, that she wasn't gonna, you know, be their cunning wife. It's a strong response video so far. Very compelling stuff. It was a top form. Very well prepared. Really dispelling the allegations right now. Okay, so we've got some VTuber drama here. There's a 51-page document that's been published. I'm not going to read the whole thing because I don't actually care that much about this. I'm going to be real. I'm watching for entertainment, okay? So don't take this as any judgment on the allegations, truly. Okay? So, here's a TLDR of what the allegations are in this document. This document is a detailed expose by average bird enjoyer accusing VTuber Elfinpsyop of manipulative and predatory behavior toward multiple male fans, including himself. Key points. Allegations. Elfinpsyop allegedly engaged in sexting, sent explicit content and manipulated at least 6 men, including the author, while drunk, then accused them of grooming her to avoid accountability. Pattern of behavior. She fostered intimate relationships with fans, e.g. Merrick Shovelbreath captures Sacco, often while intoxicated, and later distanced herself by painting them as aggressors. She lied to multiple parties about exclusivity, deleting evidence, and deflected blame by claiming victimhood. Public statement. The author claims he was forced to go public after Elfinpsyop slandered him, aiming to warn others about her behavior. Conclusion. The document urges the community to reconsider supporting Elfinpsyop, citing her repeated manipulation and harm to those close to her. It's apparently about a 21-year-old femcel-esque image board pick-me accused of sexting fans on Discord while drunk. So let's see. Most every time from LSD, John Kennedy, now is this Cyborg 9K? That's Cyborg 9K, isn't it? Immediately. Most every time from LSD, John Kennedy. Now I believe that I know that you know what I like. You watch me through my webcam. This is, we're already on her team, by the way. We're on her team. She's got the Live Leak logo here. Yeah, the image board pick me has worked. Okay, I'm picking her. I'm picking her, unfortunately. She's even better. Sabaya. Yeah, I know this will probably take a while. I'm listening to the song. Cyborg 9K. Yeah, I see she's got a Guru picture here. You know what I like. You watch me through my webcam and you listen to me through my mic beam signal straight into my brain from satellites above me in the sky. But I don't mind this FBI, 'cause I know that you know. Pretty sure I said, isn't this one of the new albums? Pretty sure I said this is one of the only good songs on the album. What I like. It's all just Cyber 9K.
Oh, no, actually, I should start off by saying that there's a doc written about me by my Discord Discord moderator has written a document of 51 pages about yours truly. I don't want to sound stupid or weird, so I'm trying to like phrase it properly. There was a doc written about me, and it basically is kind of an expose on me, on the things that I've done over the past year. So I'm here to address that. And also I would like to say most of the TLDRs so far have been so fucking disgustingly wrong. The TLDRs on Twitter that I'm seeing, that it's so easy to disprove. So normally it's like, hey, don't make a stream and don't stream shit and don't talk about it. But it's so easy to disprove all of this that I have to. Okay? I really have to, because you guys already call it a nothing burger, but I really want to hammer in the fact, the amount of retardation that happened behind the scenes, and what is happening right now. So
okay,
here I made a bullet point. I made bullet points.
I'm sure she sounds innocent to me.
Let me see.
I'm convinced. I didn't need to see any evidence.
Okay. So I will start off by saying I'm not denying that I talked to people. I literally did talk to people.
Is that a crime? Is that really a crime? They're really canceling her for talking to people? Really? They're trying to cancel this poor girl for talking to people? That's fucked up, man. I can't believe they're doing
people that were in my Discord, actually, and we were really close friends. And this was over the past full year. None of the guys that I've talked to were overlapping or at the same time. None of them! Literally fucking none of them! And can you believe this guy for telling people that I, quote-unquote, e-dated people at the same time? He has shown no proof.
My cunny, neat, shut-in gooner autist wife needs to be freed right now.
No evidence, nothing. And people are just taking it in. As much as I already knew that people on the internet just love flinging shit around, this just kind of proved to me that people are really retarded sometimes. But it's fine, because a lot of people were smart and they were questioning what was happening. None of the people that I talked to were fucking overlapping. I need to hammer this point down. None of them were overlapping at all. None of them e-dated me. I pretty much, there's proof, by the way, which I'll be providing within the stream. There's proof
guys,
of one of the guys literally admitting, hey,
what's his? I can't find a good clip for this. I'm just gonna do the bit anyway. Guys, what's his name? What's his name? What's his name? Where is he? What's his name? Where? What's his name? Where is he? Wrong one.
Elfin told me she doesn't want anything more. Elfin told me she doesn't want to take this anywhere further, and I just went with it. I have screenshots of all this, by the way. I might be going too fast. I don't know how to pace this. I'm sorry. I'm not really good with dramas. But I just, yeah. So essentially, the whole document was to basically prove that Elfin is a predator who groomed people at the same time, by the way.
Oh, there was a Carl Jobs clip, apparently. One might wait to see this.
And these people have no sense of agency. They just fell for the psyop. Badum-tus. Sorry if I sound aggressive. I've just been all over the place these past 2 months. It's been a wild ride. It's been wild. I was threatened with a lot of things, so I'm just being a bit aggressive because it's finally out and I can finally just tell people. So I just wanna... All the guys, all quote-unquote, all the guys that I talked to were over a whole year, by the way, and most of them were months after. And they weren't, I wasn't playing with these people. I was talking to them. We got close. Like, really close. And we would play games every day. We would talk in our Discord every day. And you already know how I am, but I'm not excusing my behaviors. I'm just saying it's kind of wild to say that they were all squirched in together in 1 month. I had this 1 month of Gooner session of all these guys together, and I fucking fucked them together. And a Discord call. It's insane to say that, you know, when you have no proof. And I have more proof than that guy. I have way more proof of
okay, let's see it.
Of people pretty much being like, why am I being called a victim and stuff. Literally one of the guys that I talked to myself about all of this because it was so retarded. He was like, why am I being called a victim? This document is so fucking stupid. Yeah, I can show that too. Where else? And oh, I also want to clarify, people calling this a gunpie situation, it really isn't. I was never a GFE VTuber. I never dated anyone. I'm still not dating anyone. None of that fucking shit. I don't have a fansly either. I'm just retarded and, you know, a gooner, unfortunately. Moving on. I think I made the point clear that none of them overlapped, so, sorry, it's a lot. It's also really overwhelming. Where else? Okay, I also want to hammer in the fact that everyone involved, they were adults. Half of these people were 25 plus. And I'm not mentioning this age gap for any particular reason, but to prove that I didn't manipulate anyone. At the time of this stuff, I was 19 years of age. I was 19. And these guys, some of them, half of them were 25 plus, including Bird himself. Calling me a predator is insane when you're much older than me, much more experienced. And I would also like to kind of...
She's innocent. I'm on her side. I'm on her side. Thank you for the $5, Spencer. Thank you. She's being called a predator because she's being accused of lying about exclusivity and shit. And calling the other guys groomers or something.
Put you guys in my shoes, right? You're working 2 jobs.
Well, they're not just talking to a 19-year-old. They're talking to their gooner VTuber. Their favorite VTuber. Their favorite gooner VTuber, right? It's not just they're talking to some random 19-year-old. It's like it's like so far beyond that. We're like so far past average retarded 19-year-old.
Streaming, and you're like, holy fuck, this is so fun. I can stream and talk to people. And
she shouldn't have to work. Very true.
You start streaming with 30 viewers and you're enjoying it every day, and then these people come from another VTuber. Boo Bros. They ended up on my stream somehow. And one of them was Bird, and he showered me with money. And his excuse was, I'm giving you money, I'm donating money because you have to pay tuition and rent and stuff, and I couldn't afford any of it. So he helped me with money, and I was like, oh my god! Also, I have to hammer also another fact, is that I was very, very, very new to streaming. I didn't know anything about VTubing. I didn't know anything about streaming. Literally, I had no idea. So when the Idol Bros came in and the Boo Bros came in. They told me everything. They shaped my entire perspective on how VTubing works. And I didn't know before any of that. And Bird was pretty much like the closest one. And he would tell me about Yuko Yurei. He would tell me about stuff that happened with Yuko Yurei. And I was like, I don't get why people are mad though, because I wasn't aware what GFE meant even. I never knew anything. And yeah. They shaped my entire perspective on everything. And it was like, okay. And if you're in my shoes, and you're getting showered with money when you can't afford anything, and this guy is there for like emotional support, and I will support you with whatever you need, whatever you want, you're kind of just inclined to be like, holy shit, thank you. I don't have family in real life. I have 0 friends in real life. I was working 2 jobs. I was exhausted. So when I got told, it's okay, we'll help you, we'll support you no matter what, it was kind of fucking crazy. For me, at least. I was losing my marbles at that. But yeah. Okay. Next thing. Where's the next thing? Yeah. Okay. Another thing I would like to say is the wording on the document is very, very, very obviously not only cherry-picked, it's also like, they chose words on purpose, okay? Such as calling the people that I talk to my quote-unquote viewers when I would talk to them every day in the server. By the way, if majority of you people don't know, I was always online on my Discord all the time. All the time. I was constantly in the voice chats the whole time. I can't be in my room alone because I tend to get hallucinations. I tend to do a lot of shit I regret when I'm alone, and I get really paranoid. So I have to be in voice chat at all times. So I was in my Discord server's voice chat all the time. A lot of people saw it as well, and they knew I would always be there. And all the people that I talked to, I genuinely took them as friends. They were my friends that I would talk to every day. Every day. Like, it was insane. They're calling them my fans and my viewers, and I, like, targeted these men who are, first of all of them are older than me. All of them. By a couple years, by a lot, but they're all older than me. And you're saying these viewers got harassed and sexually assaulted by Elfin. All together. Yeah. Okay. Why don't you have someone in real life? I don't know. I don't like...
I'm detecting heavy autism here. I am detecting heavy autism here. All the weird noises, all the... Oh... The... It's like, okay.
And, as I said, people already know this so many fucking times. I have to hammer this again. I don't talk to people in real life. I don't have anyone in real life. Okay. Yeah, but most of people that I talked to, I interacted with on a daily basis, they were my friends. At least I took them as that. And yeah. Next.
She's got schizophrenia. What? No way. Is there any... How do I... There we go. Okay, what? It doesn't say schizophrenia there.
They specified that I've e-dated these people or whatever. I didn't e-date a single person. Not one. No commitment. Never. I even specified to many
She claims no mental illness.
That I'm not into commitment or that kind of stuff. And I made sure to hammer that in, okay? To most of these guys, I have proof. I will show. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm a bit overwhelmed. I didn't want to have to do it like this. I prefer to keep things quiet. and solve it personally. Again, this is another hypocritical thing from Bird himself, is he said that he confronted to me about all of this, and that he has, talked to me about all of this. He never has. Not once he reached out to me. He pretended to be normal, and he was scheming behind my back. He was talking to all of my friends. He was poisoning my community. He pretty much ruined my Discord for me. I would always be there on the Discord, and these guys, like, he started DMing people one by one, all of my friends, about my personal shit instead of coming to me. He never came to me even once. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Moving on. Moving on. Oh, I would also like to put this as well. It is in the document. You can see it. I'll show it later. But Bird confesses to having pictures of me that I sent when drunk. Explicit pictures of me that I sent when I was drunk as fuck. And I told him to delete them the next morning when I was sober. And he chose not to. But he lied to me saying that he did. And
what?
I didn't know.
What a piece of shit.
I didn't
Fuck
know
this guy.
until I saw it in the document. So it was...
Fuck this guy. Wait, where's this in the document? What a fucking asshole. Well, and don't fuck.
Insane that... I don't know. It's insane. Okay?
That makes me fucking sick.
He saved them for future evidence, which is what? I can't believe that. It was kind of insane. It's kind of insane.
Oh. Dude, she's got a tweet about Mr. Girl. Mr. Girl had such a traumatic childhood. His father literally said he wanted to strangle him. Brother, that is an average statement from a parent to their child. How do you think that's extreme, Lamal? That's... okay. Not a good upbringing, then, I take it. Not a great upbringing. Not great experiences. She's also missing out the part where his mother said that she wanted to fuck him. She's missing out that part of Miss Girl's childhood, too.
Again, I would also like to say, he went around to my friends in my friend group and said, this is all a morally, obligatory thing to do. He's morally obligated to go and tell people about my stuff. I will also say, he says a lot about not doxing me in his document, and he says that he never wanted to dox me, but he traded pictures of my face to people. So, he lied about that. He also showed people chat with my name in it, because he knew all of that stuff. Back when I used to talk to him in April.
This guy's a piece of shit. Fuck this guy.
Yeah, there's a fucking lot. Okay.
I believe all of this without any evidence.
Yeah, he was morally obligated to keep explicit pictures. Anyways. Next. Yeah, okay, he never confronted to me. Okay. I will also... His moral obligations, I would like to also talk about, is he was morally obligated to talk about my personal instances and relationships that I've had in the past to other people, many people that weren't ever involved in my situation, but me. Never came to me at least even once. Never talked about any of this even once. If I would have understood going this far and writing an entire document about someone, if he talked to me and I was like, yeah, fuck you, you fucking cuck. If I said that, then I understand making a doc. I understand. But you never came to me. Not even once. And you're fucking lying to people that you confronted to me. Like, ever. And what the fuck? By the way, for people saying no proof, I will share screenshots of all of this. I will show you of all of this. Okay. Next. Next. Okay. Also, a lot of people saying that the guys that I talked to gave me, like, donated to me money. None of them did. Just Bird did. Only Bird donated any money at all. None of the other guys, not even one, donated to me at fucking all. I also need to tell you guys this. Yeah. So, yeah. That was being thrown around a lot. Like, oh, I manipulated these guys to give me money. No, bro, I just did it because I was fucking retarded. I just did it because I'm a retard. I trusted some people. I thought they're trustworthy and we're friends and we're close friends and yeah. So, yeah. Also, apparently what people got out from the document was that all of these men overlapped, but he has shown exactly zero proof about that. Exactly zero proof about any of that. Okay, moving on. God, there's a lot. Sorry. I'm sorry for the people that.
And yeah, we've got zero evidence so far, by the way.
Stupid.
There's so much, and I'm showing you none of it. Okay, here we go. We're getting to it. We're getting to it. She's awesome, man.
Also, one more thing is Bird kind of went around to my friends and told people that when he saw me in real life, he couldn't see my self-harm scars and that I lied about self-harming. I just thought that was kind of really fucked to tell people at all. And it was
spinal.
crazy.
Spinal.
To see that is an adult man saying that he didn't see a person's fucking self-harm scars. What? This wasn't even in the doc. It doesn't matter. He went around telling fucking everyone. All of my friends. Oh, wait, actually, I should just start showing proof before I'm saying shit. It's better to have proof anyways. Okay. Time to just put in my stuff. Let's start off with... Isn't that a simple misunderstanding? No, he basically went to people and started saying that he couldn't find my self-harm scars and that I'm a liar and I've always been a liar. So yeah. I just wanted to put that out there too, just to like show you the character. Instead of just him basically saying that, oh yeah, I manipulated and lied and all that stuff. Let's start off with this screenshot because I think it's very relevant to the situation. Here. Oh, that's my OBS.
Wait, she fucked up and showed OBS?
Oh, that's my OBS.
Nothing good there.
Let's see. Ah, there we go.
Girl's stream's getting blackout drunk and throwing up. If there's any epic stuff this girl's done, link it to me.
It's a screenshot of, saying something kind of really retarded. He shouldn't have said this, probably. I don't know. But I guess it's important to show you guys. So
That's a CIA guy right there. FBI.
I'm sorry if it's kind of confusing, but here's a screenshot of him saying, she'll die and I'll never get my satisfaction. That would be the third time that I've held off my own satisfaction because I had to be the responsible one. It's annoying, especially since I'm proposing.
Hey, someone called Ape Gamer has put a complaint in my Discord. So I wanna just make sure I'm being good faith and accountable. So I wanna read this out to you guys, okay? I'm gonna just roll over and let the criticism sit with you guys, okay? I'm a long-time Kuihman fan. Only been on the Discord a short while. However, the iDub stream will be the last time I ever watch Kuihman. The way he tried to play both sides was such BS, and he gave iDubbbz way too much favoritism. It's very clear Kuihman has not only been completely consumed by the woke mind virus, all letters of that capitalized, all first letters capitalized, but he has allowed it to manifest in rampant anti-Semitism inside of him. When he replied to one of his donos with, "How is this any different from what H3 does? You have to evaluate it as two sides." No, you don't. One side is defending and affiliated with the most moral democracy on earth, whereas the other side is affiliated with endorsing not only Islamic terrorism, but Irish terrorism as well. The IRA, the European equivalent of Palestinians. It's really rich that Kuihman called the clip of Hila saying that Palestinians are taught to kill Jews at 2 years old, when both prepubescents and infants have been identified as combatants by the Israeli government. Absolutely disgusting, the level of degeneracy on display here. Hopefully through Trump we'll be able to annex the UK and therefore pro-terror scum like Kuihman can be probably dealt with.
Since what I'm proposing is already a nicety, what he's talking about is uploading the doc and whatever. Other people have said that the fact that I'm actively trying to prevent her suicide and leave her with something is an extreme kindness. You get that, right? When you were upset, I was the one proposing this same reasonable course of action and never changed my approach to the main points. It's just everyone else fucking me over. And now, this is Sako, one of the people, him saying, in the history of her doing all this shit, was there never really a massive turning point until there is now? You never had the chance to change things in your favor, but you do now. There's a difference, I guess, between literally every single other instance. You should use everything that happened and all this info to your advantage instead of throwing it away. Make the best of this. And the bird saying, advantage implies there's something to be gained, lol. You'd still like that?
This guy flew to the... Wait, is she British? I actually can't tell from the little girl voice. Wait, is she British? What?
Her friend? For what? To watch her slowly kill herself anyways? I was committed to that before, watching her slowly kill herself with her bad habits, but obviously hard to stand by that now, given everything.
We're gonna do a collab stream. It's gonna be great.
That's kind of the tip of the iceberg of how he was talking about me and how he would talk about me, basically.
Yeah, I'll message Parry.
Okay. Okay. Moving on, there's okay, here's one.
Your
of
government
them
pays
saying,
this woman to produce this content. Good. This is
Here's
what I pay
one-
taxes for.
Here's a, I think, relevant as well.
Hey, that's a CIA guy right there. FBI, right?
Thank you, Randomator. Thank you so much.
I
for
happily
paying
pay
attention.
taxes knowing that severely autistic, schizophrenic, Fujo, neat, autistic women will be able to VTube behaving like children for the entertainment of people like Spinal. Thank you, Tetris Chemist, for the $5.
Tried watching 2 minutes of Diorio and he was screaming about iDubbbz's wife being mind-wrapped by Hassan, so back to here.
What a retarded reading. What a retarded reading. Yeah, I understand everyone. It's 8%, 8%. Yeah, I'm sure the Lebanese person got her total understanding of Israel-Palestine from only Hassan. Yeah. Her Lebanese father, who was born and raised in Lebanon, definitely never said anything crazy to her about Jews or Israel growing up. There's no way that would ever be the case.
Really appreciate it. Sako says, don't care as in you could care less about where she's at mentally, or don't care if you don't care enough to continue telling people. Don't care how she ends up. So the first one, yeah, more or less. I have such an urge to stir shit, but I guess I can't even do that now that she's not around. This is when I became inactive, pretty much. So, a lot of these are with Sako. To clarify, Bird was very open with Sako. He was pretty much, I don't know, he was just spilling his emotions everywhere. I have all of the chat logs, so, but yeah. I will also say one more thing is that Sako was technically playing both sides. He went to Bird, he would talk about shit with Bird, and then he would come to me and be like, yeah, he's batshit crazy. He's trying to make a document. And I just want him to, like, stop. So he was kind of helping me out. He was sending me screenshots about what Bird was saying and all the crazy shit that he was talking about. So that's kind of what happened. Also, I would also like to say, if I manipulated these guys and if they all hate me, Sako wouldn't be helping me. All the other people that I talked to wouldn't be on good terms with me either. That's kind of a big point that Bird was trying to make.
The thing is, I do get why other people are just such audience I'm gonna go crazy.
In the doc, like, they all hate me and they stood against me and they hate Elfin and also blah blah blah. And yeah. So, anyways, next. Next. Sorry if I'm taking a while. I'm adjusting my thoughts. Okay. Okay, sorry. I also would like to mention this. I was going to do it at the end, but I think I need to tell this now. This has been going on.
People are complete pussies. And they will never put their head above the parapet. Content creators are the most spineless, pussy people on the face of planet Earth. They are entirely beholden to the perception of the people that hate them the most. They will, commentary YouTubers, above all else, will pretend to be above any kind of backlash or response from their audiences, while being the absolute biggest slaves to public opinion. They will sit there and decry iDubbbz or anyone else for caring so much and getting upset about public opinion, about people being mean to them in response to things they do, yet then they live their entire fucking life in absolute fear, paralyzed into this one line of thinking that they can never step outside of. And they will claim to not care about the backlash that could possibly happen. But then the most insignificant people will criticize them, and it will occupy such a huge space in their mind. Yeah, and then once they get a slight bit of criticism, a slight bit of pushback, it comes totally undone. It's like, if you just want to grift money, it's easy to be like that. If you literally just want to farm money off an audience, it's very easy to be like that. It's very easy to just engage in low IQ analysis, like retarded, like like focusing on the optics, never actually talking about an actual issue, never staking real positions, avoiding criticism constantly by, like, even within a piece of content, by just skipping over lines of what's said or engaging in the most retarded way possible. It's very easy to just maintain that internal story on your channel that you were in the right, that you've engaged in it honestly, but then you see it in their behavior everywhere else, that they are fearful constantly. It's just insane. It's the biggest, like, it's like this insane fiction that is told to the commentary viewer, that there's any kind of you know, like standards or principles going into this, and not just pure mindless drone behavior of following down whatever the line my friends are on, you know, whatever the line my friends are on and what the audience wants, but we both feed into each other. It's absurdly pervasive. It's absolutely mindless. Like I say, if you just want to like farm money, and you're happy to be like a hard-capped midwit, then sure, that's a great way to go. If you've got literally no internal sense of principles where you're like, I think this is right, and I think everything should move towards this. I think other people should agree with me because I think this is right. If you've got no internal sense of that, then yeah, it's very easy to just completely switch off in a sociopathic manner, farm the most obscenely dishonest like narratives, and ignore any pushback. Incredibly easy.
For the past 2 months now. I think it's been around 2 months, I would like to think. I've been inactive because I've been pretty much just... Yeah, I was told that I'm gonna get doxxed. I was told my pictures are flying around. I was told Bird is making this big document on me to ruin my career. I was told so many things, and it made me so paranoid. Yeah. How long until we date Sako? You don't know the lore. Sako did a lot of fucked shit, and I'm kind of mad at him, but I can't deny that he's helped me a couple times. But, yeah. It was a lot to take in, all this shit that was happening. I just wanted a fucking stream, but I couldn't, because the shit was happening in the background. Oh, okay.
And to be clear, that's not all about Nick. That is not just me talking about Nick there. And Nick isn't doing it for money. To be totally clear. If Nick was doing it for money, he would go full time. But he doesn't. Nick hates Hassan.
Okay. Okay.
It's a broad criticism of commentary. It's not about any one person.
That's a CIA guy right there. FBI, right?
Sorry, I'm trying to find all the right screenshots to show. Okay, here's one of this is kind of just pure kind of malice, I think. It's okay, let me read this. Okay. Okay, no matter how Sako's saying, no matter how you look at it, releasing a dog will make you look like you're the better one. Making her self-destruct would be infinitely more satisfying, wouldn't it? And the Bird saying, from my perspective, it would make me look like the reasonable one. I'm telling the community at large of her behavior in a journalistic, objective way. Which is insanely false, because he cherry-picks a lot of things in the doc. He doesn't fucking, I don't know, there's just a lot of cherry-picking of the screenshots. And the phrasing is kind of absurd as well. No docs, just facts. And not directly telling them how they should feel or behave. They should not, they could not care, they could stay, but at least they do that fully knowing. And she cares about what people think. She...
Oh. Fucking Apostle was on this shit like crazy. They're doing the body weight analysis of not fat. Spinal is actually barking at his computer screen right now.
She will explode. Nothing can ever make her feel safe or secure. So, yeah, that's a thing as well. That, here, this is another one of the same vein. Overall, it doesn't matter what I do. She'll ruin her own life eventually. Me taking the moral high ground, however, cannot reflect poorly on me. But we'll see how the write-up looks on my end.
Hey, that's a CIA guy right there. FBI, right?
Okay. And let's see. There's Okay. Now I think I should go to the dock because hey, it's right there. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about the dock because I think we're at the point where I could discuss the dock and shit. It's a lot about me talking to people, getting very close to them, trusting them. It was yeah, it was a lot of it. Again, if we scratch all of that, right? Scratch all of what Bird said, scratch all of the weird shit that I just showed you guys. Scratch all of that. I was just putting that out there before I forget. Here's the doc. It's about me. It's about me talking to guys, getting very close to them. Which is retardedly so. That's my own fault for trusting people online and talking to them in that way at all. You know, kind of stupid to do. And I don't think I'm gonna like fall and be like, I'm a victim and I shouldn't have done all of this. I made mistakes. I admit that. I admit that in the statement that I made in the Discord server. But I don't think all of that even remotely like warrants a document that is 51 pages on a freaking Vtuber. You know? I don't think I'm that significant. I'm not. I'm really not. I didn't hurt or manipulate.
So, okay, 1 minute. Let me read. This is like crazy. She cannot get a point out. It's pretty absurd. Let's read what's on screen. It did not anticipate. Oh, is she gonna read it?
People, captcha, my face,
No.
very.
I did not anticipate needing to put this together. I had hopes this document was something that could be kept out of the public eye and handled privately. The true nature of the situation made that seem impossible, but until recently that was still an option on the table, however unlikely it may have been. But circumstances have changed. Elfinpsyop's public statement effectively amounted to slander, so this has shifted from being a preemptive warning intended to be released in tandem with my exit to a response. You can take it as you will. I'll be done with all this regardless. Let me be clear. I like this community. I like blah, 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 as she can be. Right, evidence for how Elfinpsyop manipulated her fans and the people around her for her own sexual gratification, and after the fact accused them of manipulating her, excommunicating them and ruining their reputations in private circles. Like I said, it was meant to be a warning to other close fans, veteran agents, so they did not find themselves in the same situation many other men had. After her accusations towards me, I have shifted gears. The document outlines a clear timeline of events starting from March 15th, 2024, when I watched my first stream. It will provide proof of the topics being spoken of and only mention usernames that pertinent to the issues at hand. Okay.
Very, very, very aggressive. He harassed me for months on end. He harassed to dox me, my face, everything for months. And I will say, in the document, Bird completely skips the whole thing. Bird skips the entire thing about the harassment that I faced from CAPTCHA. He skips the whole thing. Yeah, okay, anyways. He also doesn't mention why I was so adamant about getting CAPTCHA banned and removing him, because I treated him like we were very close.
You might have to skip forward because my queen has been repeating herself like 6 times now, like Kate did.
Sorry, I'm bad with words. Here. So this is what it is. Genuinely, people being emotional, and it has more impact because I'm a streamer. Holy fuck, dude, tell me about it. I've just been like, some people literally DM'd me and said, I don't know, I didn't know you were a victim, I'm so sorry. Yeah, LMAO, they're calling people I talk to my victims and I'm a predator. I was fucking pissed at being called a victim. well, Bird is calling me that. His doc is like, she used her position of power to prey on guys who became her victims. And then Shovel says, yeah, I imagine he's typing a Down syndrome manifesto at this point. Power, fame, and basically, like, his...
Okay.
If you guys hated someone more than... Okay. This is... Okay. You guys have probably read the doc.
Nom 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 nom.
But yeah. What else is there? I will say, if I get doxxed, if I do get doxxed, which probably is gonna happen, it's get this capsule. Just saying, it's kind of all over the place, but from what I've seen, from the evidence I've gathered, yeah.
Stop being ableist.
Anyways, moving on. What else do I have? Also, I would like to show this one thing that kind of made me laugh in a situation that was really serious, and I was just like paranoid and all over the place, but this one thing made me really, really fucking laugh, and I would like to show you this. Here it is. Where is it? God, this fucking doc is long. Here we go. I think it's here? Yeah. Okay. I would like to show this. This is me talking to a person who was talking about this whole situation. This is quite recent.
This is brilliant. I could actually watch this all night.
Like, hey, there's a group chat that me and Bird and his other friend were in, where I rejected Bird a couple thousand times, and I argued about this whole situation with him. Not this whole situation, but the whole me getting shipped with Bird because of his friend, because he would do that a lot. And they removed me from the group chat entirely. And I was like, why did they remove me from the group chat? Can they add me back so that I have more, like, stuff? Like, those are my logs. I was just removed. So here's pretty much being like, oh, I'll screen share the logs. And I was like, no, can you just send them over? Like, I want my fucking logs. I want my logs, right? And then Bird puts this screenshot in the document. All right, Bird has agreed to give the logs.
Stand up. I'm not on no spinal shit. It's funny. It's funny.
KK, send them over.
She's not fat. We've shown she's not fat. Shlomo Vile, you lost.
Then immediately tries to manipulate him. This is what he calls manipulation, chat. This is manipulation. Me saying, KK, send them over, is manipulation. What? I'm sorry, what? That's manipulation? You've got to be kidding me, right? Like, that's me saying, send my logs over. Yeah.
What am I supposed to assume?
It's just kind of weirdly petty and insane to call that manipulation.
Then immediately tries to manipulate him in sending her the logs again. Alright, Bird's agreed to give me the logs. When you want to go through them, KK, send them over. I mean, that just seems to be
yeah.
claim.
Chat, she's scratching her balls. Sorry, it's a weird hand tracking. My bad. Okay. Okay. What else do I have that I need to address before I... So you see, Elf, you're a woman and you said something that's manipulation. I admit, I'm a woman, and the reason I say femcells don't exist, by the way, and I've never called...
Spinal?
So you see, Elf, you're a woman and you said something that's manipulation. I admit, I'm a woman, and the reason I say femcells don't exist, by the way, and I've never called myself a femcell even once, by the way, is to just say it's fucking easy. Even for men, it's easy to go get girls. It's online. None of this is real. Everything is online. I've never had sex in real fucking life. I've never. And I'm a very awkward person in real life. Extremely awkward. I don't get game. And I still don't call myself a femcel because I know that that's not fucking real. Okay? Okay? Sorry, I gotta sneeze.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
I will also say, I was told by pretty much idol bros and boo bros that parasocialism is, like, not bad at all. And it's, like, nice and whatever. But after all these events have happened, I would like to say, yeah, I get it. Parasocial fucking, it sucks. Being parasocial sucks. Parasocialism is ass. It goes really far. People try to dox you. People try to spread shit about you. It's all over the place, and I didn't know the extent to how far this can go. I, frankly, was quite new to the VTubing scene, or the streaming scene, or anything, and I am a retard. I admit that I trusted people I shouldn't have. I admit to talking to people and getting close to people I shouldn't have, because I have no friends in real life, and I'm sorry. But that's the only apology I will make. I will not apologize.
Dude, all of these logs, what am I seeing here? MF has said, loser, Lamau. The world's a fucked up place. When someone as conventionally attractive as you can have issues with self-image. Have some self-confidence. If you think that IRL just raped me, what the fuck did you mean by this? If you have a rape fetish, just say so, bro. Well, duh. Why I always mention it.
Apologize for quote-unquote manipulating people when I never have. And for what? I never gained... None of these people paid me for anything. I never gained anything financially. The only person that donated was Bird.
Dude, this chat is
by his own reasonings.
rough, okay.
By his own... He said
some
he wanted to help
some of
me
you won't watch, okay?
as a friend with no ulterior motives. If you want proof... Actually, I have proof of that. Of course I do. Here's me talking to his friend. Okay, and here we go. Here's me talking to his friend. This is me pretty much going, try what happens or you follow me, feel happy for a moment. This is his friend being like, oh, why didn't you give Bird a chance? Or why didn't you just be happy with whatever? And I said, don't go put your fantasies with your boyfriend or something. I don't have the same shit you do. And then he said, why are you so against it? Like, genuine question. And I said, because it implies other shit. And then he said, if you say so. I just take the opportunity to get cared for while you have it. I won't argue with you on this, though. If it crosses your boundaries, then so be it. Bird's happy to take care of you in a non...
okay, this is what... So, like, why is one of his friends reaching out to her to, like, try and convince her to let this guy take care of her? That's weird. That's strange stuff happening there.
Wait, where's the whole screenshot? In a non-romantic or sexual way is what he says. But where the fuck is the screenshot? Oops. Okay. Anyways, here's the second one. If you say so, I'll take the opportunity to get Bird... Oh, there we go. There, I think. I won't argue with it if it crosses your boundaries. Bird's happy to take care of you in a non-romantic, non-sexual way. Just so you know. Hard to find guys that aren't doing it for some ulterior motive, so I'm glad he is. Yeah. So, I made sure that the money being
it's never non-sexual. If something's not sexual, there's something way more fucked going on there. Yeah, I totally agree.
Donated to me. I made sure, even ages ago, I made sure to ask him if this was for an ulterior motive. Because...
Motherfucker cucks me on the daily and thinks I'm gonna be normal. KYS. What do you mean daily, Lamau? You legit said you fapped to other girls. Like, okay...
That money helped me a lot with my tuition and my rent, because my family doesn't give me money at all. I have to work or stream to earn money myself. So that was a huge help to me. And Bird helping me and saying,
that's not
I
one
would do
letter.
this for a friend, I've done this for others. I was just like, this is glorious. I'm so thankful of this. But ultimately, it did end up being for an ulterior motive. And... that was proven by this doc, and yeah, it was, yeah. Okay. Here's something. Also, my explicit pictures that I sent, especially to Bird, were solely when I was drunk. And that was proven by the screenshot within the doc of me fucking typing like a retard. Now, normally you would argue, Elfin, you always type like a retard. I agree, but look at these. Do I not look exceptionally retarded in this? Where is that? Where is it? There. He provided a translation for this one, as well, so just for the people that can't understand what I said there.
So all I can see that happened here basically is this retarded femcel is like gooning with a bunch of guys on Discord, you know, posting weird sexual shit in DMs and all this shit with their Discord mods, and they're just upset that it didn't work out. That's how it seems. Is that they're upset that it didn't go the whole way, that she wasn't gonna, you know, be their cunny wife.
Type like a retard there. And like you're not being manipulated if you yourself choose to call someone who you know is a drunk retard, especially after the first time. If it's happened once and you're like, damn, she's kind of a fucking gooner and she's like drunk calling, I probably shouldn't talk to her while she's drunk. You can just kind of, you know, stop. But you didn't. You chose to keep it up. So, I don't know. You can't call yourself a victim. It's impossible. You can't. Especially when you're quite older than me. I'm not playing the victim card at all. I'm just saying you can't call yourself a victim. You know? All the shit that happened, yeah. But you can't say you're a victim.
I mean, it's obviously a bad argument because you can victimize someone older than you, but it just doesn't seem like anything really even happened here. It's just a bunch of spurned Discord mods that didn't get to fuck their cunny wife.
That's just wrong. Haha, spammer. Okay, moving on. What else do I have?
Moving on.
Hey, that's a CIA guy.
What
right
else
there.
do I
FBI,
have?
right?
Oh. Okay, also here's something. Here's another screenshot that's, I guess, important.
My chat has just been trained to
the
love freaks,
topic.
okay? Endearing freaks.
Okay. Sako saying after a certain point, she said stuff like, "We will never date, so get that idea out of your head," and I kind of just went with it. Bird said, "She said to me eventually, but never directly to me, and it was in a group chat, lol. That makes no difference.
Got me a king shadow.
If I rejected you, then that's a rejection. I don't know. You know? In that post, she actually said something like, "Oh, and he knows that," which is stupid, because all she said to me about dating was, one, that dating people around her age was a waste of time, and two, to me who was fucking older. And two, that she's never had or seen a relationship be successful in her life, which is like, obviously doesn't mean shit. Again, hard to argue she was not purposefully stringing along. Now, saying that I was purposefully stringing along is kind of funny to say because I have a literal screenshot of me rejecting him. He says he provides
FBI, right?
a screenshot of me rejecting him, but what he did was, he said the singular time that I rejected him, but what he did was he accidentally gave me the second rejection that, the second time I rejected him. So now I have 2, rejections, essentially. And that's probably not a good thing. Let me show you. Sorry, it's just a really big dog. I have to scroll past the shit. I don't know where it is. Okay. Sorry.
Stop, Ash. This is cope, okay? You're coping right now. Zoomer women flow like capitalism into the mouths of millennial males. You're coping like crazy.
Where is it? God, this is really hard to like go skim through. I don't know where the fuck it is.
It's a strong response video so far. Very compelling stuff. It was a top form. Very well prepared. Really dispelling the allegations right now.
Okay, you know what? I'll just show you guys the other rejection and then I'll get back to this one in a bit. It's a lot. I need to skim through it. Okay, I can't.
There are lots of women that I like. I do not hate all women. I just... But look, she's not 300 pounds. We know she's not 300 pounds. We've already stopped saying she's fat. Not every VTuber is fat. Okay.
Okay. Here's something. I'm not British, by the way. I need to clarify. Here we go. This is me rejecting and pretty much admitting to what happened. I would have never done a meetup ever. I genuinely felt bad about it getting canceled last time because he spent money for me. Also, this is referring to his friend pretty much messaging me and saying he spent a lot of money on you and you didn't meet him. And I was like, but I'm a really awkward person and I don't meet people. I'm pretty fucking bad.
Wait, what did she say?
I would have never done a meetup ever. I genuinely felt bad about it getting canceled last time because he spent money for me. Also, this is referring to his friend pretty much messaging me and saying he spent a lot of money on you and you didn't meet him. And I was like, but I'm a really awkward person and I don't meet people. I'm pretty fucking bad. Oh, fuck. I should have shown you guys this before this. Just a sec. I should have shown you guys this before this. Sorry.
Dude.
Here we go. I should show you guys this before because this will paint a picture of what was happening. This is how I was pretty much like told to meet him. Elfin, if I move to the UK tomorrow, how much do I have to do to convince you to have me as your caretaker? You can't. Why not? Why can't I? Because I don't want it.
Dude, what?
What do you fucking want? I just fixed it. Okay. This is, by the way, this is me during, like, an emotional kind of, like, I was having, like, a breakdown or something. And I was, like, stressing about things. And he is always like, you can come to me and talk to me about it. So this is me for once doing that. If you don't address the root issues, it'll come back. Take the help I'm offering you. Dude, no, I don't want a fucking caretaker. A friend then. We already are online. You know I mean in person. No. Why not? I'm fine now. You know, okay. I'm fine. Yeah, keywords being now, dude. I'd like you to genuinely be fine all the time. Everything will be better once I get my first airsoft gun, so don't worry. You know I'll constantly worry, lol, positive. Plane tickets to the UK are uber cheap for the time, being because the country is on fire. Give me 1 day, would you kindly? Can I talk to you without you suggesting visiting me in person every time? I don't want you to, and that's it. So, that was kind of how it went all the time. And he's also had many...
Yeah, this guy, I mean, this guy is seeming way worse right now.
Instances of sending me plane tickets and showing me, like, screenshots of plane tickets of, like, hey, I can meet you. Like, if you want, I can come help you. I know you're alone and you don't talk to people.
Like, it's obvious there's ulterior motives here, right? Like, he wants to fuck the VTuber, but he's saying he wants to be a caretaker, and he's getting pushy with, come on, let me come. Like, this is bizarre behavior. This is very manipulative, strange behavior, pushy behavior.
I can be the one that's like there and whatever. And I'd always just be like, I'd always try to like, nah, or I'd like try to be, I don't know, just subtly tell him to like stop. Here's the proof of me like admitting to that I never wanted to. I would have never done a meetup ever. I genuinely felt bad about it getting canceled last time because he spent money for me. I don't like when people do that in general, despite now being a streamer. It was still wasted money. I had to make it up. I'm trying my best here. I don't want to be taken in the wrong way like a date, and he knows that. So this is me blatantly saying this. And, so when he goes around telling people, she led me on, she did this and that and whatever, I can't. Like, that's just, you're just lying, dude. Like, stop blatantly lying, man. It's just fucking stupid. Okay, anyways. Also people talking about the Discord, I will say, I wanted to say this in the end. I'm fucking genuinely sorry I deleted it, but you need to understand, the past 2 months have been so fucking tiring. Every day, there would be snippets of like, what the fuck is happening, or what is happening, and all these like tiny details, and him going to the people and fucking lying about all this stuff. And like, I don't know. I deleted it because he said to Sako, in some of the chats, he said,
this isn't making a lot of sense right now.
I'm going to pretty much make all of our close friends, like close-knit community, hate her. I have screenshots of this. I mean, the one I've already showed where he's like, I don't want her to like she won't feel secure and stuff. Two questions were with what's it named here? None of them gave me money. Only Bird.
I don't know what else. It seems like nothing really happened here, to be honest. This seems like nothing.
Here we go. Open link. Sorry for being. Hey, I just want to say I'm grateful you spent a lot on me, and give me stuff and spend money on me and are taking me out and stuff. But please don't do it if you have any ulterior motives, not negative connotation about it. Because the way it was phrased before was, I just want to have fun and not, this is going to be a date. This is his friend talking, Elf. He and I talked about at length about this whole shit. Even if you guys are only friends, he will be happy with you as long as you end up with a happy life long term. If you are happy, he is happy. That's the brass tack, simplest take of a you can need from that.
This is like a group manipulation effort to try and get this VTuber to have sex with them. That's what's going on here.
Sorry if I'm iffy about these subjects. Not really good with guys like that. So I pretend homie-like relationships so that it's easier for me to talk. That's just me, like, you know, just saying that I'm awkward with stuff. This is, yeah. So that is my second attempt, I guess, at making things blatant, at like, hey, I'm not, you know, in whatever. Okay, it's sad that permanent loss of trust in other people has basically become a prerequisite to operate. That is true. Yes, that is very true. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Okay,
this is, by the way,
I'm done with this. I can't do this anymore.
Of